This is Rosario with Resurrecting Real Estate. I'm going to walk you through a two-flat I just walked into, so you guys can see what an REO looks like when there's repairs that are needed. So you guys can see sort of the before repair view of the property. Sorry, I'm at a loss for words. You'll see. Just walking through the property. So this is a brick two-flat on the north side. So this property is a nice brick two-flat, but there are definitely things that need to get done here. And when you're walking through an REO, you definitely want to keep your eye out for everything that could be a signal of repairs that need to be completed, light fixtures and whatnot. Say light fixtures are missing, because when you're buying an REO, there are problems with these properties, and sometimes the banks repair them, sometimes the banks don't. So you definitely want to give it a thorough walkthrough. If you can walk through with a contractor, even better. So you can see what the flaws are, what things may be sticking out, what hazards and whatnot. So your best bet is walking through with the contractor. If not, there's always things you want to look at. What type of mechanicals, or like obvious things like when your kitchen is missing or you have a sink on the floor. So if you need a new kitchen, factor in those costs, obviously. New appliances. This is just one floor we've got here. What type of heating is it? If it's radiators like this, you've got boiler heat throughout the whole building. Compared to gas forced air, a furnace, which is in my opinion, a lot easier to deal with than dealing with these old boilers or even getting a new boiler system throughout the whole property. What happens too with these radiators is in the wintertime they can freeze and pop. So there could be a lot of damage underneath the floors or throughout the house that you can't see with your eyes. So I'm gonna keep walking. This is the first floor. Massive unit, nice square footage. It's probably about 1,300 square feet per floor, and there's 2 floors here. We're going to go up the stairs, but even in the hallway, you've got all this carpet needs to get ripped out. You've got nice hardwood beneath it, but it's got to get refinished, as you can see here. Don't know where the plaster's falling from. Could be from there, could be from here, who knows when people were moving out. So keep walking up. This is now the second floor. Like even here, you've got hardwood floors throughout this whole building. This is great stuff. That can be refinished and really add a lot of value to the property. But when in an REO, always look up. See, there's obvious roof issues here, and we've got damage up there. Now, it doesn't look like it's still active. It's more water stained, but that's something you're going to have to get checked out, whether it's a roof inspection or not, whether anything. Yeah, a roof inspection. So you'd see there even the crown molding around there is water stained. So that definitely needs to get checked out. Let's keep walking through. A lot of times in these older buildings, these fixtures, if there are fixtures in place, electrical fixtures, you've got to get them replaced. They're just worn out, old, or missing altogether. So an easy fix on this property, and here's another issue too, is you got plaster, so there's no drywall. So when you're working with electrical, or if you were to install any new plumbing, plaster is a lot harder to deal with than drywall would be. Here's your bathroom. This property obviously needs work, but for the savvy investor, there's plenty of potential here, and it could be a cash flow property for sure. Here's another sign of water damage or roof issues. This kitchen is in place, but again, I mean, if you're going to be buying this place and rehabbing it and you've got final tiles, you're going to want to spend the money and redo the kitchens, that's for sure. Especially when you have tape holding two pieces of countertop together. There's your joint. There's that. And again, more indications of roof problems there. And if you weren't sold on the fact that there's probably roof issues, here's your back porch. Enclosed back porch, but reeks of mildew and can't say the other M word, but discoloration. And even, I mean, the paneling here is all warped as well, and obvious signs of water damage. Let's go check out the basement. That's why I paused in the beginning. I was just a little confused with what was going on in the basement. Walking down the stairs. Another set of stairs. Okay. So, dark down here, no lights. Let's see why. Everything's hanging. I mean, I've got conduit hanging down. Hopefully, none of this is live. Or the electrical's not on. Or breakers, but everything's been ripped out of here. Got your old drain traps here. And it looks like this whole basement has been gutted. So everything, or whatever's been getting demolished throughout this property, has been tossed down here. There's a water heater that's obviously not connected to anything. And you've got damaged carpentry throughout the whole unit. Well, the whole basement. See, that's what's behind your plaster. So that's what you're dealing with when you have a property that's got plaster in place of drywall, which a lot of these older properties do. There's your sump pump there, and there is your beautiful boiler. Yeah, that's why I like furnaces. You got too much plumbing coming out of here. I mean, especially with an REO, you know, who knows how long this has been vacant, and you've got a lot of issues to deal with. So, this was a doozy, and it's definitely requires a lot of work, but again, for the savvy investor, it's worth it. I mean, there's Brick 2 Flat in the north side of Chicago's got a ton of potential. Bye-bye.